Hey guys, it's Thursday morning. It's 9:38. My stream starts at 10, so I have to hurry. I'm gonna quickly make some eggs and bacon. I can eat before the stream, hopefully. Lately I've been making my eggs over hard just because if I don't have toast to soak up the yolk, then I don't like them too yolky. Maybe like a little bit, but otherwise it just gets all over the plate and I'm like, how do I eat this unless I lick it off the plate? I'm gonna take some of this Costco bacon, which is pre-cooked. Grab a couple slices, put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. I have the John Lasseter shirt on today. Woo! There we go. Oh baby, I'm excited. I'm gonna bring this downstairs because I just have to set some stuff up. My computer was acting super sluggish today and it's because my C drive filled up. So I cleared a bunch of stuff out of it. Oh, I keep dropping my neck. But it was still being super sluggish even though I had like 30 gigs of free space. So I restarted my computer and I think it's also installing updates. So I need to go reopen all my stuff. And fast forward, the stream is done and I was just reading the news and okay, there's this designer of wedding dresses, Alfred Angelo. It's a very popular line of dresses because a lot of them are based off of Disney characters. And I've even looked at those dresses in the past before I was even engaged. I remember looking them up, and then when I was engaged, I know some people were linking it to me because they're Disney inspired dresses. And I just read in the news that they filed for bankruptcy and now a bunch of brides are being left without their dresses. Like, that is just insane. It's a good thing I didn't get one of those because it's affecting stores all over because so many stores carry those dresses, and so that's just nuts. Glad I didn't go with them. It says anyone whose dress is due to be delivered June 24th or later is not going to receive theirs. I'm just like, what? What? Like, if they filed for bankruptcy, clearly they were in financial distress for a while now. You'd think they would have taken some kind of action sooner instead of just leaving people high and dry. I don't know. Instead, they just kept selling the dresses and couldn't fulfill them. Like, So I've been coloring my witchy drawing. I'm probably about half done, but I just spent the last, like, well, how long was that? Like 40 minutes? It probably will tell me if I check. Yep, 41 minutes, 18 seconds. I was talking with my sister on the phone. The reason she called wasn't good. I mean, like, the last half of the conversation was nice, but the first half, not so nice. She was just giving me an update on Maddie, which is our family dog, my mom's dog, technically. This is Maddie. Look at that little doggo. Anyway, when I was visiting, just like the other week when I was in Medicine Hat, I mentioned how Maddie wasn't doing so well. She is just old. She's 12 and she's been slowing down for a while, but she's been eating less lately and losing weight. And she went to the vet and they kept her a couple nights and they did tests on her and they found quite a few things. Like, there's a whole page of stuff. It was kind of 5 major points and then elaboration under each one. There was some kind of cyst on her eye that might have been a melanoma or it could have been a benign cyst, and we found out this morning that it is a benign cyst, so that's good. And then there was also a lump in her chest. She has 2 lipomas on her body, which we knew about because you can feel them from the outside, but her previous vet said they were nothing, and then this vet just wasn't sure about them. She also has a lot of bladder stones. Oh, and she had a mass in her stomach, and we don't have updates on all of that stuff. She went to see a specialist today at the U of S, which is like, there's a vet college there and they have a lot of specialists and fancy stuff there. And since my mom was camping in Saskatchewan, she made an appointment for Maddie to go there. So she had 2 appointments today. One was with an ophthalmologist and that's when we found out the eye thing is fine. But they found 2 other things. Like, I don't know an update on any of the other problems that she had, but what they found today is her esophagus has some kind of blockage in it and they don't know if it's something that physically is lodged in there or if it's a tumor. And then also the lining of her intestines are super thickened in some spots. I think they said there's a total of 4 spots where it's thickened and they don't recommend surgery. Like, if it was 1 spot they could remove that section, but with 4 it's just way too much to remove. And with the esophagus surgery, that's super risky and she could end up just dying there on the operating table because it's that risky. And so really nothing's probably going to get done, and it's kind of just a waiting game at this point, and she's probably not going to live much longer. So that's pretty sad. Like when the day I came back to Vancouver, when I took that shuttle to Calgary, my mom was texting me updates then, and I was just like a mess that day, and I didn't want to talk about it. I haven't really given any updates about Maddie in the vlogs just because, well, one, we didn't know, but I was just get super emotional talking about it. Right now I'm kind of like level-headed enough to talk about it, but still really sad about it. And so Maddie's still okay, and the vet says she doesn't seem to be in any kind of pain. She seems to be okay, but like she's not going to live much longer. She might only have a couple more months to live, and I don't even know if she's still going to be alive when I go there to get married. So I don't know. It's just kind of like the waiting game now. But little Doggo is all old, having her old lady problems. Here's the aftermath of my coloring. Woo! I didn't even use that many colors, but it's because I was determined to reuse a lot of colors throughout the piece just to make it a little more cohesive. So yep, that is done. By the time you see this vlog, this video should be up on my art channel if you want to go see it. So there's this guy on Twitter who's going kind of viral right now because he's having this spooky experience where he thinks his house is haunted, all this stuff. There's like a whole huge thread on Twitter. And one of the things his cats do is at midnight they go and sit by the door. And I just showed Christian that because I was reading that earlier today. But I just showed it to Christian, and then I come upstairs and I flick on the light and both the cats were sitting by the door. Like Kiki has now moved. Hi, hi. But I took a picture. Midna's technically on there, on the couch, but still, like they normally just stay where we are. And I was just sitting on the couch for a few minutes next to Christian. You'd think they'd be down there, but they were not. Like Midna likes to lay up on the bed up here, but other than that, they follow us. I'm not saying my house is haunted, I'm just saying that's a weird coincidence. This was my picture. Babes by the door. Not sniffing it or anything, but just near it. It just spooked me. It's like when you watch a horror movie and you know you're fine, but you just get spooked anyway. So now I'm just editing together the clips for the art video, and then I'm gonna film the green screen thing in the morning because I want natural daylight. And I knew going into today that I probably wouldn't finish the art before it got dark, and I didn't want to rush it, so I just said, you know, yeah, let's just do it tomorrow morning. And I'll have the rest of the video edited and ready to go, and then I just have to film the green screen commentary, slap that in, and export and upload. So yeah. Normally when I do the voiceovers, when I'm filming myself in front of the green screen, I can't see the art, and so the length of the video is dependent on the length of my commentary, and the length of my commentary is all over the place because I don't do it all in one take. I might pause to think of the next thing I want to say, or maybe I stumble on my words and re-say what I said, something like that. And so usually when I trim the video, it has to get trimmed again when I add, like usually I'll cut the voiceover first and match the video to the voiceover, because in the past when I just did voiceover with a mic, I would edit the clips and then do the voiceover to match the length of the clips. But now it's the opposite. But for this one, I feel like I want the video to look at, although my line of sight might be weird, but it'd be nice to have, like, maybe just render a low-res version of this, or it doesn't even have to be low-res because I'll be rendering it overnight, and I can look at that while I do my commentary, because this one I feel like is going to have a lot of commentary on the art itself. It's not like I'm discussing a separate topic. It's going to be me talking about why I did this that way, and here's the technique I used here. And so I would like to have the video in front of me, because then I think of more things to say. I can see myself coloring her hair, and then I can mention what was going through my mind when I was coloring the hair, that sort of thing. So I might do that. Having to render out the video to see it while doing the commentary is one of the things that turned me off from doing the green screen, because I used to do that a while back, and I stopped because I had to set up the green screen every single time and had to have the video rendered out and bring the video with me. So that's why I stopped doing that in the first place. But now it's easier with my permanent green screen setup, but I'm still gonna have to render out the video sometimes. I think that'd be easier than trying to copy over all the project files and all the clips onto my other computer and just open it there. Like that just, no. It's much easier to just quickly render it on this computer and copy it over to my surface or something. Alright, well that is it for today. So thanks for watching and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I feel like I'm doing more with my day. And that always feels good. It also helps break things up. So it's not like there's a day when I'm just streaming games or a day when I'm just doing art, like from beginning to end. It breaks it up. So it's not like I don't get sick of it, you know? You know, one thing I can do with this cart, if I feel like it's